Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle Pete with another episode of Uncle Pete's podcast. Well, guys, you have been asking me to cover this story. A lot of you have sent me messages and you've been like, yo, Uncle Pete, what's going on? Please cover this story. I got this message from one of the subscribers on WhatsApp. Hello, Uncle P. I'm Linda in Western Cape. I have a request that if you can please cover the issue of these white immigrants, Ukrainians and Israelites who are flocking here and they are being given permanent residence. DA is doing this in silence and we both know their mission. Most of the people, they are taking this lightly and this is a very serious issue. We need to wake up and fight this. My response is, I am on it, mamas. Thank you, Uncle P. You're the best. Well, y'all know Uncle P is the best, right? So, obviously, Uncle P had to cover this story because you guys have been asking. It's not only one person. Several people have been asking. And I think on one of the videos, I even stated that, guys, there's nothing to worry about here. Now, this is the video that, some of the videos that are going around that is driving people crazy. So basically, this is just Palestine. I don't see any Israel flags here. Maybe there is, that are basically just, striking in South Africa for their country. These are probably Palestinians that have been here already. And if it's refugees that have entered here recently, I can assure you they entered here legally. Now, many of you may be like, yeah, many people on the internet are like, yeah, but Operation Dudula is out there chasing black people, but they are not touching these people. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why they are not touching them. And guys, remember, what these Palestinians and Israel people are doing is not different than what Zimbabweans have done before. This is Zimbabweans marching Johannesburg. They can't go march in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is around the corner. They see the same walk, the same distance they walked from wherever they were coming from, their houses. They could have done the very same walk back to Zimbabwe and go march to their country. You see, the differences in Palestine and Israel, they are getting bombed. They are getting unalived. These ones here, they are just cowards. There they are, also marching Johannesburg, but they have the audacity to make videos on TikTok about how South Africans are only targeting black people. They are scared of white people. No, the white people came here legally. You see the difference between the white people and you. This is how you entered. You see your entry point. Illegal, no documentation, no paper, nobody who knows who you are. The problem with you come to people's countries and you do things like this.
Zimbabweans in South Africa joined the growing protest, taking to the streets of Pretoria to demand the resignation of President Emmerson Mnangagwa.
Imagine demanding the resignation of your president in somebody else's country. Who was supposed to go make him resign? Did South Africans hire him in order for South Africans to fire him? When I say a bunch of cowards, the audacity to fight South Africans for their own natural resources, for their own public services, for their own country. Show me where the Israel and the Palestine, are doing this. For those of you who are confused, I will explain it further. These people are praying and hitting the ground, asking their God to protect this ground, to give them this ground, that this ground must be fruitful and productive for them. This is in South Africa. This is a Zimbabwean church that were asked that have been evicted on a private land that were illegally occupying and running their church. Many people will come here and start making noise. So allow me.
So our country has been turned into a banana republic. People just open up makeshift sheds. What the hell is going on in this country? We're in Pretoria West. this is really, really upset. They fail to do these things in their own countries. Why can't they open their churches in Zimbabwe? Why can't they do this? Why can't they do this in Zimbabwe?
Why can't they do this in Zimbabwe? Look at this, guys. They got tents, everything free. And all these individuals are undocumented. Undocumented illegal immigrants. Are the Palestinians and the Israel guys? Listen, this whole Palestine-Israel thing that everybody wants to make such a big deal out of. The reality is, the Mulungus, the Afrikaners, and the English whites, the South African Mulungus, are panicking themselves because they realize that the DA and all the other parties have realized that the South African whites are not playing the same song they are playing. South African whites are tired of racism. They also want unity. They want the wealth to be shared. You need to understand the individuals harboring this wealth are the people on top. And average white South African is struggling in Brekpan and in Benoni, just like everybody else. Guys, listen, I was talking to a white friend of mine. What people don't understand, white people are very good in disguising their suffering. In the area that I live in, most people will consider it a rich white neighborhood. My guy, listen, the credit that these people are suffering, their bills, their electricity is being cut every single month. They have to go to the municipality and make a plan. Guys, everybody's feeling this pinch. And everyone is looking for a way out. Yes, these Palestinians may eventually get permanent residencies and they will vote according to the party that brought them here, the people that are protecting them. Unfortunately, your lack of deciding which party to vote for led to a GNU, which led to the DA having control over Home Affairs. I said it from day one. Cyril Ramaphosa sold this country a long time ago. The ANC sold this country a long time ago. How do you give people control over a department that allows you to legalize people? You legalize people that will vote for you. The same way the ANC has been legalizing Zimbabweans and Nigerians for their own benefit. Now the Mulungus are doing the very same thing. But guys, I promise you, this is not a fight we need to worry about. Because them themselves, we are cack.
We built apartheid. And now we're refugees. We took the land. We took people's futures. We took their dignity. And now we're being given refuge? What must it feel like to be a person of color, a black person in South Africa, watching my people who broke this country and now run off to claim victimhood somewhere else? We say we're afraid, but we built what we were afraid of. In 1994, we didn't give over power, we just gave over the mess and said it's your fault, you deal with it now. But our white hands are clean. And now we're fleeing the country, crying reverse racism. So black South Africans, please tell the bad guy right here how it makes you feel. Because this is not right. This is sick. And I don't want to be the perpetrator anymore.
Guys, they're feeling the pinch. They are feeling the diacal. You know, guys, listen. Operation Jude has put so much pressure on people. People are siding with black South Africans. They're like, hey, Baba, listen, this thing is not stopping. Guys, I keep telling you, they expected this to stop. They expected this to stop and it's not stopping. They are stressing for it. They are stressing. They are stressing to an extent where they're like, hey, before these black people come after us again, it's better we get rid of the people who are causing problems. Guys, I'm telling you, they're dealing with their own problems.
I'll vote ANC if they arrest this guy. The ANC wants him and his political party leaders arrested, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm 1000% on board. This is a message directly to the ANC. Number one, I really appreciate how hard you are coming down on this guy. And number two, I beg you to show him no mercy. Before I tell you what he did, let me tell you who he is. This is Phil Craig, who decided that he hates Queen and country, picked up his bags and immigrated to South Africa from England. However, it didn't take very long at all for him to get very irritated by the fact that we have a black government and a black president in Africa. So what do you do if you Phil Craig? Well, the obvious answer is to pack your little bags again and fuck off back home. But no, not Phil Craig. As a guest in South Africa, this immigrant decided to start his own little political party with the...
Imagine a white person is talking like this immigrant. Guys, they are feeling it. They are feeling, listen to me, they are feeling it. See, the problem is what people don't understand. They just want, they want to see South Africa being wretched. They want to see a civil war happen in South Africa. Hey, Baba, listen, they are feeling it. The DA, the what party, independent, Cape Town, what, guys, hey, it's fine. Listen to me. They are not taking over Cape Town. They are not dividing Cape Town. So when you watch nonsense like this, don't panic.
So for me, something that came out of the voting last year is we are not recognized as a constituency. So there's a lot of frustration. Access to voting is a huge issue. People abroad do still want to cast their votes. A lot of them are excluded from voting. Obviously, I want to get people more involved other than just voting once every 5 years. But we are not recognized as a constituency. So a massive driver for me is to make that happen, for government to officially and legally recognize us, i.e. the 10th province. That will open up a lot of doors for more investment in conversations and basically putting people...
So basically this is the idea, okay? White people that have traveled out of South Africa wants to have the rights to vote, and they want whoever is out of the country to be considered as a 10th province. That is not happening. It's not happening. Nobody's giving nobody that decided to jump out of the country for greener pastures wherever the fuck they are a 10th province. It's not going to happen. This is all just a bunch of noise. One. Secondly, all these home affairs that they're opening to legalize these people, to make sure that documents are in place and blah, blah, blah. Listen, guys. Listen. There are not enough Mulungus out there, okay, for the DA and the independents, Cape Town independents or what to accumulate for them to have enough votes that tomorrow the DA leads this country. Listen to me. The DA goes into power as the leading government in this country. I am telling you right now, they will not be in power for 24 hours before their offices and everything is set alight. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying that people are going to do this. But even the DA themselves know they can never lead this country. They will always play their game in the background. They'll always be the second largest political party. The DA don't care for South Africa. They only care for their province, Cape Town. Western Cape. Although that's all they care for. So guys, once more, this panic and this thing that they're trying to put in you to fear what is happening, don't. The reality is they want to continue doing this masipa.
Guys, this is how they cross from Mozambique to South Africa. Police are there, soldiers are watching them. No one is doing nothing. They just look at them when they cross to South Africa. The police that are in Pretoria, Joburg, you are in big problem. Extra job is coming.
That is your problem. That is what needs to be dealt with. They are trying to move your focus because you are dealing with the right things. The Palestinians and Israelis are not in your public hospitals utilizing things. Those people are probably going to they're going to increase the economy. They're going to improve the economy. Guys, investors are good people. I'm not saying that they're the greatest people. I'm not saying that they will integrate themselves into society and love us. No. But the one thing that they will do is invest in the country. The one thing that they will do is do right by South Africans. Pay their taxes. Unlike these buffoons. Unlike these buffoons who are entering into this country. These statements that I'm about to play now, it's nothing to worry about. This is just another fool that will be dealt with accordingly when the time comes right.
What we're looking to create in the Western Cape is an ideological homeland for people who think like us, people who have broadly Western values, who want to live in the first world, and you know, want to and I've often used the example, the Western Cape becomes almost like Israel for the Jews, if I can use that example. You know, you don't have to go and live in Israel to if you're Jewish to benefit from an Israeli state. You've got somebody who's your people, your ideological people, and they're going to have your best interests at heart. And I think it's the one place where in South Africa current South Africa, we can create hard power. We can have a police force, we can have a military, we can have borders, and actually be in a situation to influence in a really significant way at a national level the circumstances in South Africa as what currently is. Obviously we want to break South Africa up, and I think that has huge benefit to people within the Afrikaans community who are vulnerable.
Listen, Afrikaans people don't give a shit for this man. Afrikaans people don't care for this man. Afrikaans people want this man locked up.
We are freeing the Western Cape from the Cape Independence Party. We want them to pack their bags and get the hell out of town. So this is my friend Julian. How's it? We have a petition over here to have Phil Craig deported back to where he came from. I put a petition link on my bio as well. We want to get 1 million signatures to get this guy, Phil Craig, out of South Africa. There's no space for an immigrant in our country who wants to segregate us for the second time in one lifetime. Send him back to England and he can go and free England from London. Signing this petition symbolizes a lot more than just deporting a village idiot. This symbolizes that we as citizens are sick and tired of identity politics. It also symbolizes that we all show politicians that we are in this together. In order to send that message, we have to show that we want it. We have to show that it's important to us, because otherwise nothing's going to change.
He's not one of them. He's not one of us. There's nothing to worry about, South Africa. Stay focused. Operation Tudula, match for match. They will call you xenophobic. They sell black on black violence. They are making plenty videos on TikTok, on social media, to try and misguide you. Don't worry. That problem is being dealt with. If there's something for you to worry about, trust me, I'll be the first one running here. Yo, what's happening, guys? We are fucked. Let's say we are fucked. The white man is coming to the country to taking over everything. Black South Africa, fight for your country. Black South Africa, it's time to go to war. Hey, Baba, I'll be the first one here. You know me, I fight for this. I'll be the first one. Me, I don't want land taken. I'll be the first one here. Hey, the Mulungus are back. Yes, sir. South Africa. The one thing you need to know, your country is the land of milk and honey. And if the whole world is trying to find refuge here, it's because they see it too. There are certain refugees you can accept that will benefit your country, that will not fight for the jobs that is rightfully yours. Instead, they will even create jobs for you. They will judge you and say you are waiting for the white man. You are waiting for the white. Who is not waiting for the white man? Even Europeans are waiting for the white man. Americans are waiting for the white man. Black Americans are waiting for the white. Everybody's waiting for the white man. So the fuck are you guys saying? The problem is the white man doesn't want to come to our countries because masipa nonsense. They can't handle the air, the smell, the dust, the nothing. So because the Muzungus don't want to come to your country, you want to stress the country that the Muzungus want to come to. South Africa. Stay focused. Operation Dudula, match for match. Baya Hambe. I'm your boy Uncle P, and very soon I'll get in touch with Operation Dudula, get all the details so you guys know exactly how to register and become part of Operation Dudula. Guys, we're 8,400. Yeah, boy. We are getting to that 9,000 number, and very soon 10,000. Before you know it, 100K. Let's grow this page. Let's get as many people to unite on this page so that we have a strong stance. And when we do decide to give our support to Operation Dudula, we make sure that our support is not in vain. Guys, I'm not just going to send you to Operation Dudula and keep quiet. I'm going to read their policies. I'm going to hold them accountable. And the moment they start shit, I will come back right here and be like, hey, we are leaving. Baba, there's nothing wrong with entering somewhere, and when you realize it's not what you thought, you leave. We have the rights to make mistakes. We made mistakes with the ANC for over 30 years. We almost gave it to Julius. Yo, almost. It's a good thing he tripped and fell and exposed himself. We almost gave it to the PA, but yeah, by a Hambe, it meant he must leave too. We are not trusting criminals. We are not trusting gangsters. We're not trusting fraudsters. We're not trusting scammers. Whether they say Zandile, Zimbabwean, Uncle P's Angolian, moral of the story, no matter where we come from, as long as you obey and love the country that has given you a second chance and you respect their laws and do right by them, we are family. Africans, South Africans ain't saying nothing tricky, nothing difficult. All they're saying is respect us so we can love you accordingly. Even a father disowns his child or children if they have no respect for him. Honor the country that has given you a purpose. I'm your boy Uncle P, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Do you think Cyril's doing a good job as president of South Africa?
Well, I'd hate to be trying to hold the ANC together, that's for sure. And, you know, the ANC's got none of the things that I've spoken about. It only holds together through patronage politics. And now that the ANC is losing power, patronage doesn't work anymore. So what have they got to hold it together? They don't have a streamlined organization. They don't have rules that apply to everybody. They don't have a founding political philosophy. They can't attract talent. They've got none of the stuff that is needed to make a viable political party, none. So they're going down the drain. The question is, when will they really start unraveling? You know the old saying, how do you go bankrupt? First slowly and then very quickly. Well, how does a political party collapse? First slowly and then very quickly. And the ANC is very close to that tipping point.
So you say the collapse is inevitable?
Inevitable. And Ramaphosa, poor old Cyril, is presiding over a collapsing institution.